Hey dudes, back here with the teen training, and we're gonna focus on some lower body training. So today, we're gonna hit those legs and make sure you guys know how to build them right. So stay tuned, because you're about to get buff. Andrew, you ready for squats? We're gonna start out with the leg training. Squats. Okay. Yeah, you ready? Okay, we're gonna be doing it over here, because we're gonna use the barbell. Unfortunately, the gym doesn't have a standard squat rack. So thankfully I'm here to save the day, right Andrew? Yeah, so we're just gonna do warm up. We're gonna start off with just the box squats to kind of help you warm up, get the nice range of motion, get you comfortable with the exercise itself. And I'm just gonna bring this up, put it right on your shoulders. You ready? Up. All right, right there, even it up, right on the traps, shoulders. All right, good. Push those hips back. Ready? Let's go. Push the hips back, push through the heels, good. Get the chest up. Excellent. That's it. Remember, pressure to the heels. That's better. Good. That's it. Push those hips back. Up. Push the hips back just a little bit more as you lower. That's better. Good. Straight up. Good. You want to get that nice vertical motion of the bar. And then up. Good. That's it. It's just a warm up, so let's rep them out. Just get the muscles warmed up, the joints. Good. Keep the pressure right through the heels. Push the chest up and push through. 5 more. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Feet up. Good. Awesome. All right, good warm. Right here. Come here. Hey, feel weird. How'd that feel? Come here. Don't be too shy. Does it feel good? Yeah. Where'd you feel it?
My legs.
In your legs? Good, yeah. Heart rate's going a little bit? Okay, good. So that blood's pumping in those legs, which is good. It's bringing the nutrients and the oxygen in there, so it's helping you get ready for the next set. You ready to go up? All right, cool. Let's do it.
Let's try just one of these.
We're gonna try for around 10 to 12 reps. The thing is this, started out with the box squats, so we're getting comfortable with the range of motion. Now we're gonna actually do the free squats. So you're just gonna come down to parallel to the floor, and then just gonna bring it right back up. So same range of motion, everything's the same, but we're just gonna minus you actually sitting down, or at least your glutes touching something. So you're just gonna come down, right back up. Same muscles, everything. Okay, you ready? Yeah. So you're gonna step out further, so that way when you drop those hips down, there's nothing gonna be there to support you. Ready? All right. Okay. Oop. Got it? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Same range of motion, you got it. Push the hips back, get through the heels, keep it through the heels. Good. Push the hips back, chest up, push through those heels. You want to get that nice vertical motion. Bar straight down, bring it up. Good. Good, nice deep breath as we bring it down. The oxygen in, and then exhale, good. Bring it down a little farther, drop those. Yep, there we go, yeah. Keep those knees right in line with those toes. That's it, yep. Good. Down, and then push. Let's get one more, nice and strong, and up, good. Gonna do walking lunges. It's gonna hit the quads, it's gonna hit a little bit of the hamstrings, it's gonna hit the glutes. It's also gonna be a little core work too. Since you're walking, you're actually stepping forward, and as you step forward, your muscle has to accelerate your body, and then decelerate your body as you end the movement. So accelerating forward, decelerating, accelerating, just like so. So adds a little bit of power in there too. And what you want to do is you want to take that nice long stride, so when you drop that body down, the knee is not coming over the toe and pinching that joint. And again, you want to push through the heel like you do everything else. Keep it nice and even. So let's go ahead and have you do it. So you're going to step forward. Nice and long lunge, bring it down, good. Tap the knee just slightly, so that was perfect. And then now take the next step. Nice and long, next step. Tap right into the next one. Good. That's it, good. Perfect. Okay, let's just go this way. One more. Forward, tap, right next to the next one. So again, what you want to do in 1 second is as you come into the first one here, you're going to accelerate forward right into the next one, just like so, yeah. And when you're stepping forward, go heel toe. So that way you're immediately pushing through your heel. Yeah. All right, let's try it forward. There we go. Push through the heel. That's it. Hold it. Excellent. Good. Perfect. Your center of gravity is around your core region. That's why they call it core. It's your balance. So when you grab the dumbbells, it's actually lowering your center of gravity. So it actually makes balance a lot easier. So if you did a bar, like you were on squats, and have it here, it's going to higher your center of gravity, which makes it a little bit harder to balance. So this is actually going to make it easier although the exercise is harder because of the weight itself for the muscles. See what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, ready? There we go, nice long step. Down, touch, right in the next one. Boom, good. Yep, that's it. Perfect. Good, yeah. Chest up, shoulders back, push through, and up, perfect, good. Nice. Now, felt pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Ready for the next one? Let's do it. Okay, Andrew, the next leg exercise is gonna be Romanian deadlifts, or RDLs for short. So this is really gonna concentrate on the hamstrings. It's actually a hamstring isolation exercise. So what you're gonna be doing with this, you're gonna start out with dumbbells so you get the proper form, and then we're gonna switch it up to barbell. So with this one, so it's kind of like a deadlift in the sense that you want to really focus on the hinge of the hips. But this is, you're actually not bending your knees. You're gonna keep the knees pretty stationary. So you're gonna be slightly bent, but you're gonna lock them out in that position. And then you can take the bars, or in this case the dumbbells starting out, and you're just gonna keep it here, and you're gonna pull it up from that motion, hinging back. So your hips, pushing them back, hips are gonna be flexing to bring the weight down, and then you're gonna be extending the hips forward, just like so. If you wanna try it out with dumbbells, kind of get you warmed up, get the proper form. And what you wanna do is feel the stretch in the hamstrings here, the back of the legs. So keep the dumbbells here right in front, knees slightly bent. And so they're gonna be locking in that position right there. No, not lock them out. Yeah, lock them just slightly bent, perfect. So hinge the hips back, so push the hips back, and then just bring your chest downwards, like you're bowing. But keep that back straight. So keep, yeah, so here you go. I know this is a tough one, So straighten out, straighten everything out. There we go, good. So keep this all straight. And just push those hips straight back. Keep the chest up, just like you're stretching your hamstrings. Now bring the hands to your feet, like a hamstring stretch. Yep, keep this locked. Pinch it, pinch my finger. Just pull it back. There we go, yeah. That's it. Now bring those hips straight back, and then push forward just slightly. There, get the stretch right in there. Yeah? So instead of bending in the spine, so you're flexing in your spine, here, just push the hips back, like here, like you're bowing forward. Just like that, so you're bowing your hip forward, but push your hips back, push your hips back. There we go, keep pushing. Keep pushing the hips back, keep going, and bow forward, bow forward, bow forward, keep going. And then bring it up. Good. You start feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. What you want to do though, this is the hard part, is to keep that back straight as possible. So the straighter the back here, the more pressure it's actually, the more stretch it's going to take on your hamstrings. So if the back starts bending here or flexing here, it's going to relieve the stress on the hamstrings, and that's why the body naturally wants to do it. So that's why you keep it back, keep the shoulders back, and you're going to push forward just like so. So you see how my hips are pushing back, just like that? So you get that nice vertical line again, so the weight's here, and the weights are going to drop straight down the body. And then you get that nice stretch. You're only really lowering that weight just down to around the knee level, and then you're going to bring it up from there. So let's try it again. Okay, hips pushing back, chest up, chest up. There we go, keep going. Arch back, arch. Yeah, and it's tough. Just imagine your hips here and arching the back. See how the back can arch here? So you want that position as you lower down. Yeah, there we go. And then push the hips back, bending at the hips. You're a lost cause. Yeah, that's all right. We'll practice it. Let's drop the weights. Okay, so we're gonna practice that same range of motion because I'm now determined to get it. Is we're gonna do it without the weights and just get the form. So sometimes it's easier for people to get the form when the weight's actually pulling them down. But for you, we're gonna focus on not flexing your spine, keeping your spine as straight as you can, and it's gonna be the hip action. So remember, flex hip, extension. So remember when we were going over deadlifts, it was the hip action when you're bringing it down here, and the hips, see the hips are flexed in this position, and then you're bringing up, you're extending. So it's a very similar action in the hips. Your knees are just not bending. There's no bending in the knees. We're flexing, yeah. Yep. So do it like it, let's start it off like a deadlift. Imagine you do deadlift here, right? And then when you're going up here, and then remember when you get past the knees here, and you're still in this position, and then you extend the hips forward. So it's the end of that motion, that's the motion of the Romanian deadlift. Is the top half of the deadlift. It's very similar. So yeah, you ready to do it? Yep. All right, let's grab the bar. So a little wider than shoulder. Yep, so it's gonna be right outside the legs. Let's bring the feet in slightly together. So your feet are gonna be about shoulder width, toes slightly outward, just like a squat, yeah? And remember, as you come down, let the bar glide right along the thighs. Knees slightly bent. Remember, chest up, right there, back straight. Yep, perfect. Breathe down, stretch, and then bring it back up and extend it and straighten everything out. Perfect. Ready? Let's do it again. Yep. So bring it down, nice and slow. Knees slightly bent, back straight, stretch, and then bring it up and extend hips forward. Perfect. That's excellent. Ready? Let's keep going. Because now you got to teach the mind. So the mind is going to remember this exercise. The more you do it, the muscles will fire automatically in the proper form because you're going to do it thousands and thousands of times. So then when you do it, when you're having 315 pounds on this, you can be able to just do it here and just go like, perfect, like not even thinking about it. There we go, down, stretch, bring it back up. Perfect, good. Excellent, let's go again. Down, and then back up. Perfect, good, again. Down, good, nice stretch in the hamstrings, good. Up, a little less bend in the knees, a little less bend in the knees, so good. Yep, down, yep, it's back, up, up, up. Good. Because you want to bring it down nice and slow, and then you want to feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings. And then right when you get to that point, and then you're going to lift it back up. It's called the stretch reflex. And then nice stretch, bring it back up, and extend. Perfect, good. Excellent, good. We just did an isolation exercise for the hamstrings, which is the RDLs or the Romanian deadlifts. Now we're going to do isolation exercise for the quads, or the front of the leg there. It's going to be an extension of the knee, and then it's going to be really easy. You're on a machine, so what you want to do is get a comfortable position where the back of your knees are actually right along the pad here. Does that feel, because it looks like you're a little too far forward. So we're going to pull this pad out, so that way your hips can be pushed back, and then now the back of the knee is properly supported by the actual pad itself. We're going to start really light, so you want to just extend the knee straight forward and get a nice flexion right in the actual muscles themselves, or flex. So as you bring it up, so extend, and then flex, and then right back down, nice and slow and controlled. Okay, again. There we go. Squeeze, nice and slow on the way down. Good. So you always want a nice controlled pattern, right? These ones, if you do them right, are going to really burn. So keep going. You want to wrap them out. Yeah, exactly. It's the teardrops right here. So bring it up. Nice squeeze. Slowly lower down. Good. Yeah. And then right when you meet the bottom, right back up. So there's no rest time. Yeah. Squeeze, right back down. And then extend up. Squeeze, right back down. Good. Stand up. Squeeze. Nice and slow on the way down. Good. Bring it up. Squeeze. Nice. Slow on the way down. Again. Up. Squeeze. Slow on the way down. Two more. Up. Squeeze. Slow. Good. Bring it up. Squeeze. And then slowly down. Good. All right. Little breather. I know you get a massive burn. The good thing about these is you can really control the concentric contraction, or it's going to be the flexion of the muscle on the top position, or in this case, the extension of the knee joint. And then on the eccentric contraction, which is the negative portion of the lift, you want to control that too, because the muscle works both ways, right? It's not just the concentric. So a lot of people just do the exercise and be like, okay, that's the important part, is just getting from A to B, which is from A to B and then B to A is actually, so you get actually two shots, and that's why it burns so much. It's because there's more muscle fibers involved then, because it has control on the way up and then also on the way down. Yeah, how does it feel? Yeah, it burns exactly. That's why I take a little rest time, take around 60 to 90 seconds between sets, and then you hit it again. That way your body can actually flush out the lactic acid that builds up in the muscle that creates that burn in there.
Feels like my knee is cramping.
Your knee is cramping? Yeah, it's actually not your knee itself, it's the quadriceps, or the teardrops, the vastus lateralis and the vastus medialis muscles that run alongside the knee. But as soon as you strengthen those muscles, and a few other muscles too that coincides with those, your knee joint is going to be super strong. So there's some joints in the body that you can injure pretty easily, either in sports or just day-to-day activities, which is going to be the knee joint or the shoulder joint. So when you strengthen all those muscles, either it be bigger muscles or smaller muscles around those joints to help protect them, you're good, because then injuries are going to be like zero for you, right? Okay. All right, Andrew, we're going to get some calf raises in. We're going to do this on the Smith machine. So a lot of times gyms will have calf raise machines that you can sit down in, or like donkey calf raises, 45-degree angle. But in this case, this is going to be the easiest for you. Just find the Smith machine. It's going to be standing calf raises. Hopefully your gym will have a block like this, which in this case it obviously does. We're going to adjust it right here, and you're going to bring this up to top position, and you're going to bring the bar just like you're doing squats. So it's going to be in the same position on your neck, and then you can bring your toes. So at first, I'm just going to go over with you so you can kind of see me do it. I'm going to place it here. You're going to walk to the edge and then you're gonna drop those heels as far as you possibly can. So you wanna get that maximum stretch in the calves, and then you're gonna push through your toes all the way to the top position, get the full flex in the calves, and then nice and slow on the way down. And you wanna get that full stretch. You wanna hit your heels almost close to the floor. I mean, as full stretch as you possibly can. You want it to actually be painful. And then bring it up, nice squeeze, flex, nice and slow on the way down, just like so. So this is an isolation exercise for your calves. It's obviously gonna build strength in your calves, but also gonna, build for size too. So in any kind of running or sprinting, your calves are gonna be activating, walking, whatever it may be. You ready for it? All right, let's do it. Yep. Bring it up, got it, push up. Push the toes, good. Okay, walk to the edge a little bit more. Drop those heels as far back as you possibly can. Feel it stretch, and then push through the heel, or push through the toes all the way up. Bring the heels up, and then pull the heels down. Stretch, push through the toes, squeeze, flex, and then now down nice and slow, good. Again, controlling the motion. Get a nice eccentric contraction, negative, and then get a concentric all the way up. Flex, nice and slow on the way down. Good, stretch, bring it up and squeeze. Again, you want to keep this kind of momentum, because as you change momentum, if you're just going really fast, you'd be getting bounced and getting momentum in this, and this one you're controlling momentum. So now the muscle has to control it on both motions. Good. How you feeling? Burning? Yeah. Good. Up. Okay, as you burn out, Andrew, we're gonna do some partial repetitions. So the partial repetitions is only taking one part of the contraction. So wait, keep it. Now just focus on the top portion. So bring the heels all the way up. Push, flex. Only come partially down, and then right back up. So squeeze, and then we're gonna speed this up. Ready? Squeeze up, squeeze, speed, up, a little quicker, up, squeeze, good, all right, stop it, okay, awesome. Yeah, how do you feel?
Burning.
You don't have to do a lot of weight on these. A lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna put 150, 200, 300 pounds on this, when you don't, because if you control it that way, you change the momentum, and then you do little partial reps at the end, get a nice squeeze, some contraction in the top position. That's all you need. I mean, eventually you're gonna be obviously having to go up in weight because your calves are gonna be so big that they're gonna need a lot more weight on them than this. So that's good, that's what you want, right? Hey, nice work. So we just finished the leg workout or the lower body program with Andrew over here, which is great because he's in sports, he wants to get a little bigger and he wants to get a little buffer, which is perfect. So I came to his rescue. I came to his gym, I showed him what to do and what not to do. So hopefully he'll reap the benefits and the rewards of a good program and build that size and become a buff dude. So Andrew, after this workout, or actually let's go before this workout, or before you and me started, how'd you feel about coming to the gym?
I felt intimidated coming to the gym because I'm 125-pound weakling, and now working out with the buff dudes, I'm more confident. I'm gonna become a buff dude.
Yeah, I'll pay you later for plugging me there.
I get a tank top.
Exactly. But I mean, honestly, obviously coming to the gym being intimidating, I felt the same way when I first started out, and I didn't really know what to do or even the proper form. So obviously more injuries come into play, or even just you don't reap the benefits of a proper program because you're doing it improperly. But now we're kind of going through the form, we're going through what not to do, what to do, and so do you feel more confident coming to the gym?
Yeah, I didn't really know how to do leg exercises when I came to the gym, but now, when you taught me all of them, I kind of know what to do, and I know how to get my legs bigger and do faster and be stronger.
Nice. Okay, so flexing the elbow, pulling up, squeeze, right back down, nice and slow. Slow, let the bicep control it. So again, concentric, flexing, go ahead. Up, and then slow on down. Slow, eccentric. So it's tearing those fibers each way. Full benefit. Nice and slow, good, yeah. Keeping those palms up, perfect. So another big mistake some people make